That's going to be one of the arguments that some of the hawks will probably put on the table to say that they think this is too early and this is too big. But you have to remember that the institution has to deliver on a price stability mandate over the medium term. And if anything, the numbers that the Eurosystem staff will have crunched ahead of the meeting will show that by 2022, which is a relevant time horizon for the ECB at this stage, it's going to be an even bigger gap. So if you have an even bigger gap towards your mandate, if you want to be mandate consistent, if you want to prove that you have one needle in your compass, you need to increase the size of the PEP program. Why? Because government issuance is going up all the time, and you need to be proportional. And more debt, more purchases. That has to be the logic of the ECB.
Yet Christine Lagarde has made very clear over the last few months that she wants to see the fiscal authorities do more and play more of a role in supporting the European economy. And now we actually have seen that. We have seen fiscal recovery funds delivered, obviously still a long ways off from approval, but from the European Commission, Germany, France, individual countries here. So if this isn't enough to give ECB reason to pause, then what is? How does this dynamic really work?
I think it should be the other way around, i.e. the ECB should reward governments for good behavior, because finally they're putting their money where their mouth is. There is finally this final leg of the stool of economic and monetary union being added to stabilize the whole system. The ECB will obviously buy the debt that's going to be issued by the European Commission on behalf of the EU 27. So if you think about the proportionality element of things, and if you think about the need to lock in cheap funding costs, an increase in issuance requires the ECB to continue in a company. It would have been problematic if the ECB was, again, upping the ante on asset purchase programs when governments were not seen to be behaving as they should. But now that governments are promising to deliver on the fiscal side of things and effectively redress the balance or the imbalance between monetary and fiscal, I think now is the right time for the ECB to finally be more reasonable about what it needs to do. Think about it. There's about 1.5 trillion euros. That's going to be the fiscal hit that the crisis will create. The ECB has to absorb. Full fiscal absorption has to be the name of the game. So once governments finally bite the bullet and realize that some sort of mutualization is necessary, which they have done in principle through the Commission's proposal, that's when the ECB should accompany it.